All right. So once we've got to that climax, the next step would be to make sure you include in the climax what happened, the choice you made, and how you felt, right? So we want actions, feelings, and thoughts to be included here in this really important moment. Then after we're done with that climax, we're going to keep going with the following actions. Remember, things are getting resolved and fixed as we work our way towards the resolution. So I was just at the top of the roller coaster. My restraint is not really down the way it's supposed to be. I'm freaked out. And here's what happened. We rushed down the drop. The wind violently pushed me to the back of my seat and pulled the restraint with my arms. I attempted to let loose a vicious scream of pure terror, but we were moving so fast I couldn't make a noise. Instead, air rushed into my mouth, and I think I swallowed a bug. And then, without warning, we headed back up in a giant loop. I looked over at my cousin, and he was still smiling and laughing and whooping and hollering. I suddenly realized I wasn't going to die. I realized I should just enjoy the ride instead of being scared. So I started to whoop and holler like my cousin. When finally the ride came to an end, I remember smiling. "That was fun. Let's do it again," my cousin shouted as the ride slowed down to a stop. "That was fun," I agreed. And to my surprise, I actually really did agree. Maybe it was the adrenaline talking? We walked down the exit, past the photo kiosk. And where'd we go after that? We got back in line. So in the beginning here, I have my climax, my turning point, right? I'm freaking out. We're heading down the bottom of this thing. And then I come to this turning point realization that my cousin, who is right next to me on the same ride, is not freaking out. And that's what leads to this next falling action where I realize maybe my fear isn't really real, right? Maybe this isn't as scary as I thought it was. That I'm probably safe, right? And then another falling action, the ride's ended and I realized I had fun. And then we're working towards that resolution where we're just going to get back on the ride and I'm going to enjoy my day at Six Flags, right? For the next video, I'll talk about how to talk about your resolution and your lesson, because that is the final piece of the essay, right? Those two things make up the third reflection piece.